It's been, I took a few, 3 sleeping pills, so I'm sinking a little bit. Earlier today I was dissociating pretty hard, and it's mainly because I went to a party over the weekend. Not necessarily like the life of the party or anything like that, but I get invited to a lot of things because a lot of people enjoy my company, I suppose. Contrary to what maybe this blog would project, I'm a pretty chill dude, and people just like being around me, I guess. But yeah, I went to this party. I brought my brother. My brother is very, very fucking awkward. He has a lot of social anxiety. And we're very similar in that we have very high standards for the people that we choose to have in our lives. But we are fundamentally different in the fact that he craves deep, intimate relationships with people. He wants to have more friends that are on par with his standards for people, and he wants a girlfriend and all that stuff. And it doesn't help that my parents are pressuring him quite heavily to the point of desperation on his part, and it's a problem. It's a problem. So yeah, I brought him to this party, and when he's nervous, I guess, he talks a lot. He doesn't talk a lot. Like, he uses puns. He puns all the fucking time. I guess that's kind of his defense mechanism to social anxiety. Similarly, Diglett, he just talks a lot. He just doesn't stop talking. He talks too fucking much when he's anxious. And so my brother is very similar that way. During the night, my patience was dwindling to dealing with my brother's awkwardness. And I don't entirely blame him. He was diagnosed with autism when he was a baby. But it's still pretty annoying. Even though, like, my parents, my mom, kind of trained him out of some of the issues that he was having with autism, where, like, when he was 2, he wasn't speaking. And so you need to be very hands-on, very involved with a kid who has autism, and I think my mom has done a pretty good job on kind of fast-tracking his development, but there are things that are lacking for him, including connecting with people. He has an issue with connecting with people, but he really wants to. I have issues connecting with people deeply, but it's not really my thing anyway, so it's cool to me. He's also an introvert, not nearly as introverted as I am, where I just feel at the end of large gatherings, I feel just exhausted, mentally, even physically exhausted. And so I need recharge time and I need sleep. And those two things I haven't had a chance to really do because my fiance is ill, and so he was here all day, and at night he is over here and my father-in-law is over here, and they both snore very loudly, very fucking loudly, and it's a major issue for me. But yeah, so no recharge time, no sleep. It's a fucking problem. And when I start to be gone, I have this thing where I hit my head. I want to hit my head a lot. And I typically feel that way when I'm talking to my mom on the phone. I just feel this unbridled rage, and just utter agitation. I just feel so fucking agitated, and it started to become that way with my brother as well. When I talk to him for over 10 minutes, I start to get, like, real fucking ragey. Like I'm ready to just slam my face into a wall. So yeah, yesterday everything was to the fucking left. When I'm gone, it's up and to the left. I feel like literally suspended over my body, and everything, the world, the whole fucking world is to the left. Everything feels left. There's definitely some derealization, some what is it, jamais vu, which is like the opposite of deja vu, where deja vu is, oh, I remember being here before. Jamais vu is the opposite, in that it's unfamiliarity with the things that you do. You remember doing this shit, but it's so fucking, the world is unfamiliar, the world is foreign. My fiance came in to talk to me about a friend of his that he speaks to on the internet, who attempted suicide, and she did that last week, or the week before last week, and she was recovering, and actually succumbed to her wounds, and I was like, mission success. But he's telling me this, and I'm like, there's a disconnect for me between the stimulus and the response. So I'm hearing the words. The words they're coming in. I'm hearing them. I'm understanding them. But I'm unable to process a response. Like, it just doesn't fucking come. It just, I can't. And my eyes, like, he said that, like, I look hollow. And, I mean, that's, yeah. In other news, earlier, yesterday, finally came in the mail, Wings, You Never Walk Alone, by BTS. Love these babies. And, what is it, like, less than a half a day, really, is, my favorite gummy bear's birthday. Shit. Yeah. Then Yoongi, August E, Sugar, then Yoongi, all of the above. I also like to call him Bass Paw Paw. But yeah, that's coming very soon. And I actually drew some fan art of him because, you know, I'm a fucking freak like that. I drew this a while back, but I redid some stuff, like touched it up a little bit because I drew in pencil and it smears over time. But yeah, Bass Paw Paw. Good shit, good times. I'll probably maybe post it on social media somewhere for people to admire. I fucking hate drawing. I got a call back. My second call back since graduating back in December of 2015. That's a long fucking time to only have 2 fucking callbacks for interviews. But I got an interview this coming Wednesday. Oh wait, no, not this coming Wednesday, because it's Wednesday now. Next Wednesday, I have an interview, so we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of anxious about it, just because, you know, I don't often get opportunities to interview, but I'm pretty confident that it'll go all right. Whether or not I get the job remains to be seen. So yeah, we'll see. Because I really like money. I like the feeling of having money all the time. It's good shit. And I like being independent. I like to take care of my fucking self. And I just feel entirely out of control here. So yeah, it'll be good to have my own money and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the end of my update, so wish me luck on my job interview. Hopefully things go well. And enjoy your day.